All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining this afternoon's webinar. Today we'll be talking about the GoEngineer, our new customer portal, and our newly released forum, or our community. Looks like we have a couple attendees. I was just hoping maybe a few more would trickle in here. Thanks for your patience. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, definitely throw them into the chat or into the questions field, and we can review those at the end. I will also review how to get support in a couple ways. A couple ways you can get support, either in the customer portal or using our tech support. A little bit about myself. My name is Ben Modic. I've been working in tech support here for 6 or 7 years, somewhere around there. Not quite sure. Maybe I've spoken to some of you before, if you've ever received technical support. All right. Well, I think that's enough time. Let's go ahead and get started. So, if you didn't know already, we just recently rolled out a new customer portal where you can manage your licenses. And today, especially, I wanted to review kind of everything that's involved, all of the items in our customer portal that you can use, and as well as go and show you guys our new community site that you can participate in. So, first things first, how to get started. How do we sign up for the portal? So some topics to discuss here. Again, sign in, sign up if you haven't already, or also how to create users. We're going to talk about that eventually, to get users into the customer portal so you can manage assets and assign users. If you haven't already, there's a couple ways that you can go about signing up. So there's 2 ways. You can go straight to our website, GoEngineer.com. You can also go straight to our community site and click sign up or sign in. At our website here, you'll notice there's a little avatar in the top right corner. You can either select My GoEngineer, that's the customer portal, or the community. If you don't already have a login, we're going to talk about that in a second. But when you click My GoEngineer, it will automatically prompt you to create or to sign in. Okay. So 2 ways to access that. Again, this is what you're going to see when you go to log in. If you already have created an account, obviously click sign in. But if you haven't, you're going to click the blue box here at the top, create your login. Okay. If you've already contacted support, there's a couple ways that you can see. If you're looking to get into the portal, which we'll talk about in a second, all of your assets should show up automatically, so it's pretty streamlined. But again, if you're running into any issues with your products or in your portal, again, I'll show you how to get support here in a second. So it's pretty simple. We've made it pretty easy to create an account and to log in. Obviously, you use your email address. You probably want to use your work email address if you think that's already, if that's something that we've already contacted you at, or if you've received tech support, then your email address is most likely, already in our system, and that's the one that you want to use because that's what your products are assigned to. So enter your email address, get the verification code, create a password, first name, last name. All of this information, first name, last name, can be edited later on after the account's already created, after your login's already created. So no worries there. All right. Not a whole lot to this. It's pretty straightforward. Some of you may have already done this. Again, I'll show you how to get support a little bit later if you're running into any issues at all. Okay. So the last 2 things, or the 2 things I want to discuss here, is the community, obviously, and the portal. So really briefly, I just wanted to jump in and show you all the new forums and the blogs that we have that you can access. So let me just go ahead and jump into our web browser here. So you can see this is our home page. If I wanted to access the forum or the community, I can click the avatar up in the top right corner and click Community. Okay. So if you've been a participant of the forum, the SOLIDWORKS forum in the past, this is very similar. You can, jump online here. You can create a post, ask a question. Note that we have most of our, or if not all of our technical staff here at GoEngineer participating in the forums. So this is one way. This is just another way to get support. All right. The different forums that we have, you can access by clicking Forums at the top, and you can see the different sections that we have. So SOLIDWORKS CAD, I can come in here and I can see, I can ask a new question if I would like. I can see all the existing topics. If I want to post or to follow a user, I would have to log in to do that. It's recommended that you log in here if you're looking to participate. So again, I'll click in the top right corner. I'll use my login that I've created here. And now I'm going to get notified if any posts or answers are received on my post. Another thing you can do is you can, let's say we log in here and I would like to, follow a certain user or be alerted when they post something. You can do that here. So I can follow a member. Up in the top, I can also click Activity, and I can create a new stream. So if you want to be alerted when things are posted, you can do that right here. Okay. A couple other things you can do in the forums. We have obviously our blog posts in here. So kind of off-topic stuff. You can always post a blog as well, or if you have an idea, you can let us know. The other off-topic stuff obviously is just kind of unrelated to SOLIDWORKS. So pretty straightforward. That's our community. If you want to participate, maybe if you were a member of the SOLIDWORKS forum in the past, this kind of gives you maybe a new outlet to participate in. Okay. All right. So again, that web page is community.goengineer.com. Check that out. Again, another way to communicate with us or to receive technical support from not only our team but the whole SOLIDWORKS community base. All right, kind of the meat of the subject here is our customer portal. So the idea here is that you're going to be able to see all of your serial numbers. You can receive support through the customer portal. That web page is my.goengineer.com. So if you wanted to bookmark that. Setting it up is also pretty simple. If you've already created an account, you would have some level of access to the customer portal. So let's go ahead and jump back to the web browser and take a look at what that. Let's jump back to our GoEngineer page, just our home page here. Again, I'm going to click the avatar. I'm going to click My GoEngineer, and let it log me in. Now, because I already logged in for the forum, it's the same login, which is nice for our community and for the customer portal. So here we see a list immediately of my assets. So if you had actual serial numbers, they would be listed right here on this kind of home page. Okay. A few things to note here. We're kind of going to go through each individual item, kind of everything that you can do in the customer portal. So first off, we have assets. You'll notice here we have a button to receive downloads. So if you log in, you can click the downloads button and it will take you to our downloads page. Okay. The other thing you can do up at the top, just kind of again going through, obviously export it to an Excel spreadsheet, or you can request a quote right here. So that makes it pretty simple. The one thing I would note here, if your company has multiple locations or multiple accounts with us with different serial numbers under different locations, you will have access to manage all of the serial numbers under all of those accounts. And if you're having issues seeing that, right here on our left side here, I'm going to be able to see all the accounts that I'm under. If you don't see the accounts or you're missing some accounts there, that's where you're going to reach out for support. So on that topic, if you have any support at all, you're going to click Contact Us. So this Contact Us is going to send this to our team here, our customer success team, which is going to resolve any customer portal issues. That's different from the tech support option. The tech support option is for SOLIDWORKS technical support. Okay. So under this tab, I can click Create a New Case, and this is going to immediately send it to our technical support staff, the team that I'm on. And I should say that it takes maybe half hour to get a reply, but honestly, it's usually much quicker than that. You're not waiting too long to get a reply from us. And when you get a reply, not only will it be updated in the customer portal immediately, but you'll also receive an email notification if you would like that the support case has been updated, so you know, so you don't have to be checking the customer portal the entire time. Encourage you to, when you create a technical support case, upload as many files, images, screenshots as you can, part files, assembly files, anything you can to help us troubleshoot or diagnose the issue. That would give us, kind of a head start on that. Okay, so again, that's our tech support tab. For all items related to the customer portal, click Contact Us, and they'll help take care of any issues with the products or your accounts. Okay. In-process cases are cases that you're currently working on, one of our support engineers. Okay. Closed cases are just previous cases that have been resolved. We can go into any case and see, again, all of our case details, all of the notes, everything in there. So you can kind of see there's one. If I go back, let's go back to our closed cases. I can always click Details, and I can see all of my correspondence with GoEngineer. So that's one of my favorite aspects of that. It helps our support team as well, kind of keep everything organized. It kind of expedites the support cases a little bit. So test that out if you haven't already. Jumping back here to manage users, this might be where you spend some of your time. If you're administrating the account, you're going to make sure that all of your users are listed here, and that they have the correct portal access. So we can see our portal access column here. We have different user types. So this is going to control what that user sees when they log into this customer portal. If I click the little information button up here, I can go through and see which each item allows that user. Okay. So the professional is kind of the main, maybe SOLIDWORKS user. They can create support cases, all of that stuff. They can see the last 4 digits of the serial numbers. Obviously, they can participate in the forum. The professional admin should be reserved for those that can add or remove users or assign products or assign the assets. Jumping back to that, if I click my assets, I didn't want to overlook this. You can assign users to the serial number. So say these are my SOLIDWORKS serial numbers. I can assign different users so I know who's using which license. So that can be one of the hardest things to manage, is keeping track of the licenses. So obviously if I click Edit here, I can change what user is currently on that serial number. Now you'd want to make sure that that user actually has that serial number installed on their computer. They can do that by clicking Help About SOLIDWORKS Show Serial Number. so you can verify that is the correct user for that license. So I click Save Changes, and now that's been updated. Okay, so again, that's under Assets, and then clicking Edit under the Actions tab. All right, continuing on here, we have billing. If you want to review any invoices or just look at your own contact information or make any changes, you can do that here. All right, so company changes name, anything like that. So that's a good way to keep things organized right there. The community button will take you right to the community, which we've already reviewed. So just kind of a shortcut. If you have any, would like to leave any feedback to help improve, the site or anything in general, you can always do that right here by clicking Feedback. Okay. So again, I just wanted to make the distinction between Contact Us is for any issues with the customer portal. You can kind of see the different categories that we have. They're not really relating to SOLIDWORKS. Tech support is where you want all of your CAM, CAD, any technical support filed through there. Okay, a couple other things. Obviously, if you're a professional admin, we can always delete users. You have the actions to modify the information for that user or delete that user. Just thought I would throw that out there. You could, up here also is create a new user. So this doesn't create the user login, or doesn't create the login and password. It would add that user to your company. If their email's not already in our system, you can create that user here. So if you don't already see them in here, essentially, that way when they go to create an account, eventually, if they create an account, they will automatically be associated to this this company that you're managing. Okay. So make sure you use the correct email address that they're going to use if they want to sign up. And again, if you're managing multiple accounts, always make sure that you have the correct account selected from the left side here in the drop-down menu. Okay. And if you run into any issues, send either file us a support case here, or use the general. If you don't want to use the community, you can use the method that we've kind of had available for a while, just using the support@goengineer.com email address, or calling us at our tech support phone number. So again, going back to our web page, our home page here, to get support, I can always click Support and Technical Support to see the phone number and the email address. Okay, so those are a lot of ways to receive support. We're excited to roll out the new community and the new forums. We have, again, quite a few people on there already. We have our entire team on there, ready to help out and kind of making new posts and new blogs right now. But that was pretty much all there is on our forum, or on our customer portal and our community. Let's see, if you have any questions at the moment, you can feel free to throw them in the questions field. And if not, that's okay. You can always reach back out at a later time. But that is, we kind of kept it simple. It works really well, and it's a great way to interact with not only the technical support team, but also your account representative or whoever on the GoEngineer team that's going to be offering you the assistance that you need. Let me get to the questions here. Does this support both the desktop licensing info as well as the 3D experience platform? Yeah, all of your assets would show up here. Primarily, we kind of geared it more towards the desktop or the the standalone network licensing for the desktop version of SolidWorks, but you should see all of your assets in here. Okay. Again, though, a little bit easier to manage the 3D experience stuff, since the the desktop licensing is tied to a certain computer. That's where you might want to a little bit more level of control and organization that's offered from the GoEngineer customer portal. What is the difference in user types between professional and standard? Again, if we go to manage users, and let me get that out of the way. If I click the little information here, standard allows you to participate in the community, but they cannot view any of the assets in the customer portal, and they can't obviously change or create support cases. They can't change any information about the company on the customer portal. And if I take a look at professional, just knowing the last 4 digits of the serial number is going to be helpful in any tech support case. We don't need the entire serial number in most cases. But they can, the biggest distinction here is obviously that the professional user can create their own support cases. So if people are, or your coworkers, your colleagues are constantly sending you questions that you have to file to support, I would definitely introduce them to our customer portal, have them create an account and check it out. Make sure that they are a professional level, they have professional level of access. If they've already, so the kind of general rule here is if they already created an account or a support case with us in the past, they would automatically become a professional user. If they have not created a support case with us or under that email address that they used for their account, it would automatically have them start as a standard account or standard access. So make sure you get them to professional, and that way they can create their own cases and we can work with that user directly. Will this recording of the webinar be made available? Yeah, thanks for joining. Yes, we will be posting this on our YouTube channel. If you had a specific question now, you'd definitely be welcome to ask it. But yes, we do post all of our webinar recordings on YouTube, usually a couple of days or a week after we get that edited. So that is a good question. But yeah, pretty straightforward with the community, with the customer portal. If you try to use, again, if you've used the forum in the past on SolidWorks, it's very similar. If you've used the SolidWorks customer portal, it's also very similar to that. But it's just another tool that you have available that we are very excited to roll out and introduce to all of our customers. I really appreciate everyone joining today. Again, look for that recording up on YouTube if you would like. You can always ask them questions, post comments on YouTube. We can get replies to you that way as well. Just another solution, another way to get support. So, all right, looks like we don't have any other questions at the moment. Just double checking, and yeah, all right. Well, again, thank you for joining the webinar this afternoon, and we hope to see you at the next one. Have a great day.